There's this poem. Slight trigger warning for very, very vague metaphorical references to abuse. But here's my first one. I so often felt that your hands were sharp stones, jagged pebbles that picked away at my skin, eczema-riddled flesh in a meshing of tree bark braille, these dots making up maps of the stars, our binary ones, sighted once from being laid back on forest ground. Those two burning things become fused, but for distance, your fingers, with their edges of flint sketched and engraved messages into me. Layer upon layer pressed against flesh mesh harder until it leaves a mark. The marks of initials and hearts like children leave on tree trunks. Abused by a made memory and bleeding sap in silence, leaving scars deep in the wood that will stay for centuries, a grave mark etching of the time you pushed tongue and left saliva spit sap on my legs, licked up my tears with a smile and said, the same brown as snapped twig, a rough-edged picture made with razor flint. Scratching and scratching with the dull rhythmic sounds of making sculpture. A little art piece on my leg, inspired by an uncomfy bed, and words stuck to the hollows of my throat, adrift in open woodland. Made vulnerable with smooth edges and silence. Shh. Don't you dare make a sound because trees can't talk. And it's not considered murder when a man cuts one down. Okay, so I'm going to do one that's hopefully people will enjoy. It's called Tribute, and it is a tribute to the greatest song ever written. So there'll be a few references within this poem. They're very subtle. So if you can pick them out, you know, good for you. Feel free to holler if you like one of the very, very, once again, subtle references within this poem. Very serious. People are always telling me things, bringing in their wisdom on lips made like whip tongue lashings, crashing waves of who said that. Anybody, nobody, everybody. Somebody once told me the world was gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kind of dumb with her finger and her thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead. I was at the skate park one day in March, wearing the marks of skidded knees, thinking along with the hum of bees, because if I die before I wake, at least in heaven I can skate. And I've been waking up late in these days, these past few weeks, sleeping too late past my alarm screams, wake me up. Wake me up inside, and I say, I can't wake up, save me from this thing that I've become. As the sun sets, on another passage of time wasted away on featherlight, white down pillows and heavy duvets, making my way downtown. Days pass and I'm homebound, I've fallen asleep at school again. So I'm bussing back to my house, ticket in my hands, and in a rush to board it becomes ripped into two scorned fragments that say, nothing's fine, I'm torn. All out of place, can't come face to face with the day-to-day that's putting me through my paces. All around me are familiar faces. At the party that's gotten started on a Saturday night simply because I'm coming up, so they're waiting for me to arrive. And what's a man who says that he's been tired of his lady and they've been together too long, like a worn-out recording of and he tells me that we're no strangers to love, that he's never gonna give me up. He says that his friend Celine told him he's got a gift from above, and seemed a bit off, like he might have misplaced some of his marbles, but before I could escape, he asked me if I liked pina coladas. Luckily, we're interrupted at the party. There's a beautiful girl on the dance floor, and she's beckoning like she wants more. Just a moment of shared bliss. It started out with a kiss. How did it end up like this? It was only a kiss. Kiss me under the moonlit starlight. I kissed a girl and I liked it. Sha-la-la-la-la-la, my oh my. Shut up, because it's Friday. Friday and I'm in love. Shut up and sleep with me. Come on, why won't you sleep with me? Because she's so lovely, she's hot and she's cold, she's yes and she's no, she's up and she's oops upside your head. What can I do to get you into my California dream bed? No matter where you are, no matter how far, hey now, you're an all-star. Thank you.